Hi guys. Today's video is in regards to letting you guys be informed with what's happening with Intel's newer CPU. Like right now, we're at the 13900K i9 CPU, which has 24 cores. Right here, Intel is going to be releasing the Intel Meteor Lake 14 generation CPU, which would probably be the 14900K, and it's scheduled to be released by the end of 2023. So, what we know so far about this CPU, obviously, it's going to have a little bit more power than the 13900K, but it comes with two cores less than the 13900K. Okay, so this is going to come out with 22 cores, and the 13900K's got more cores. So what I'm gonna suggest is avoid this generation of CPU because Intel right now is also working on a 15 generation CPU. So what I'm gonna suggest to you guys is if you have a 13900K, don't even bother upgrading to this 14 gen Meteor Lake. I would wait until they come out with this one. They're looking at a 15 generation Arrow Lake CPU, and this is where they're gonna bring back the 24 cores. So the 13 gen is already scoring the market with 24 cores, and the 14 gen is gonna be two less cores, and then they're gonna jack up back to 24 cores on the 15 gen. So what I'm suggesting to you guys is skip the other 14 gen generation and wait for the Arrow Lake. The Arrow Lake CPU will be coming out in 2025. So I would skip on the actual 14 gen CPU. I would wait on the Intel 15 gen Arrow Lake processor, which is going to have 24 cores, which is the same as a 13 generation Raptor Lake CPU. Okay? So this is going to be the best solution if you guys are going to look for performance. The Meteor Lake CPU I would avoid. There's no point of upgrading from a 13 gen to a 14 gen. Also keep in mind that the Meteor Lake and Arrow Lake are going to have to change your motherboard. It's going to be on an LGA 1851 socket. So right now we're at a 1700 socket. So your motherboard's going to probably have to change. Okay. Also, we're probably going to be at a Z890 chipset and Z990 chipset. So right now we're at a Z790, and I believe we're going to be hitting Z890 for the 14 generation. And once we get to the 15 generation, there'll probably be a Z990, which is probably going to be a higher chipset, obviously. So what I would do, guys, if you guys are currently running a 12 gen or a 13 gen Intel i9 CPU, and you guys are obviously enthusiasts that want to upgrade their CPU, don't just jump on and get the Intel 14 gen. I would wait because in the 2025 they're going to have the 15 gen, which they're going to be bringing back the 24 cores, which is currently on the 13 generation CPU. Because seems like they're cheaping out on the 14 gen, lacking two cores. So as you could see, they're even talking about it here. I was reading about it, and the cores are going to be less. So you're going to have two cores less than the 13 generation, and then come 2025, they're going to have the 15 generation, which is going to have 24 cores again. So what I would do is I would skip this Meteor Lake generation, 14 gen, and wait for the 15 generation, which is going to go back up to 24 cores. Okay? So that's what I would do. I mean, it really depends on your situation, what you guys are looking to accomplish with your PC. But if you're looking for the most cores, if you guys are already running 13 generation i9, there's no point of going to this 14 gen. Just wait for the 15 gen because it's still going to maintain 24 cores, and it's obviously going to blow this CPU out of the water as well. So there's no point of upgrading to a 14 generation CPU, guys. Just to let you guys know. So, anyways, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and have a good day.